What up? Happy Wednesday night. Sports Talk with Mark. We back at it again, episode 15. Damn, I'm already here. Woo! I'm almost at 20. This is a personal record again. Every new episode is a personal record. But, yeah, major news today for the show. We have an addition in this mother. You already know.
Let's go.
Producer G. I'm not gonna give out his government name because we from Detroit. We don't do that around here.
I appreciate that.
We bring Detroit to LA. I got my Chauncey jersey on. I got my Tigers hat, even though they suck.
Detroit basketball.
Meanwhile, you all rocking the Atlanta Braves. Whatever.
Well,
you spent some time in the A.
I did.
Everybody, welcome to the show as the new permanent producer. Producer G. What's good with your family?
All is well, man. All is well. I'm just happy to be here. What's up, everybody?
What's happening? You say he happy to be here like we had some damn NBA press conference. Ain't that some shit?
Feel like
feel like Anthony Davis this week.
I feel like what's his name? Coming to America, Prince Akeem. Happy to be here.
Oh man. But yeah, so just to welcome you to the show, welcome you to all of our listeners. I got some cool sports questions. We ain't gonna talk about all the other stuff going on in the world, even though we could do that. By the way, everybody, when I had my episode a couple weeks ago, talking about LA haircuts and LA hairlines, I talk about my barber who I found from Detroit because we out here. This is also my barber, by the way.
Fact,
but we've been
facts.
doing this for years. Shout out to Sam, too, in Detroit.
Shouts out to Sam. For
Yeah,
sure.
and if anybody out there listening, call in the show, 323-900-0478. Also, check us out on the Good News Radio app. Download it. iTunes, Google Play Store. Get it how you live. Live it how you get it. What's happening. All right, so G, with the questions. Oh, by the way, find some music, too. We can, talk over these beats.
No doubt.
So that way, it's dead silent here. And shout out to Keith, who's also in the room, too. Hey, you might turn on that AC, bro. You close that door. It's hot. Shoot. Find that remote, though. But, yeah. So, while you looking that up, man, and I got the music at least on mute for the moment. Find something cool. So, fast questions. First of all, G, what's your favorite sport, brother?
Basketball for sure.
Basketball?
Yeah,
Why
sure.
basketball?
I'd say basketball just because I spent the most time playing that growing up. And it's like in basketball is one of those sports you don't need like multiple people to play. You know what I mean? You can just go out there with the ball and just go at it. Get better. Hopefully get better.
All right, so that one, I didn't even have a follow-up question, but I'm gonna follow that with like, as a kid growing up in the D playing basketball, what's one of your favorite basketball and hooping memories?
I think growing up, like, look, I used to play in this basketball team growing up with Big Sean.
Okay.
And
what's the name of the squad?
We were called the Waldorf/Friend School Warriors.
Okay.
And I remember we used to suck. We used to lose every single game. Like, the players individually were cold, but we were trash. And I think it's because so like the coach used to get drunk before every game. Like, people don't want to admit that, but I knew what dog was on.
He was drunk?
I think he was drunk.
My high school football coach used to be drunk.
Oh yeah, bro he was pilled. We're kids.
Yeah.
So he used to get drunk, man, and every game he used to cuss every ref out. And the parents used to always wonder, like, yo, what's he going so hard for? But because he was drunk. So I think that was the best memory to actually see like Bobby Knight in person, but it wasn't, Bobby Knight.
It was the black Bobby Knight?
No, he was white.
Oh,
He was white.
shit.
Yeah, he was knockoff Bobby Knight for sure. His name was, I'm not going to say his name, but.
Yeah, don't throw him under the bus. G-code.
Facts.
All right, favorite hooping team? Favorite squad?
I got to go the Lakers. I've been a Laker fan since Shaq and Kobe.
My man.
Yeah, so I was a Pistons fan until they got rid of Grant Hill, and
All right, that's fair.
when he left, I left.
Well, I tell people this too. So, like, the Pistons were my Monday through Saturday team. And then when the Lakers used to come on NBA on NBC on Sundays back in the 90s when they actually used to come on the entire damn year.
Right.
Like, that was one of the teams I make sure I was at home by after church.
Oh, for sure.
And if I got home early enough, I could still catch the end of the Bulls game.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
When Mike was still playing. So we talking 95, 96, 97, 98.
Yeah.
So, and then Shaq went from Orlando to LA 96.
Left Penny, yeah.
Yep, left Penny. Talk about dynamic duos in current NBA, but we'll do that another day. All right, so Lakers, your favorite team, was Shaq or Kobe one of your favorite players?
Growing up,
If
Shaq.
not who? Shaq?
Growing up, Shaq, but I think after the second championship, I started to switch towards Kobe. And honestly, The only reason I really became a Kobe fan is because I was such a big T-Mac fan.
Word.
And watching those two go back and forth, I'm like, okay, Shaq can't really do this. No disrespect to Shaq. He was great. He is great. But, I had to switch over and go to Kobe.
All right. Least favorite player?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Honestly, bro,
or we can do even currently.
Nah, of all time, Corliss Williamson, bro. I thought he got too much hype. 6th man of the year. I thought he was trash this entire time. Even if he hears this. Yeah, bro.
Even when he was on the championship Pistons squad in 04?
Ever since he was like a young dude. Like when he played for at Arkansas?
Yeah.
When he played in college, I always thought he was trash.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, by the way. Jackie, what's happening, baby? Love you.
Yeah.
Love you from the also, if you guys don't know, G, you gonna get introduced to her at some point. Jackie is the main host of the Ladies Night podcast that comes on Fridays on the Good News Radio app. Download it. Check them out. Friday nights they come on at 6:30, 7, something like that. But yeah, check them out. Jackie, was good, baby. Oh, wait. Keith in the fucking chat room talking about Jackie a Clipper fan though. Wait, really? I mean, but the Clippers got something worth rooting for. And shout out to Clipper Darrell, who's giving the Good News Radio family some love, too. So I can't even knock on them, like, hard. And we went to a couple Clippers games.
We definitely went to the Clippers games, for sure.
Living that box life.
They should have put Boban in there, but, I mean, it's cool. Long live Boban and the Clippers, bro.
Hey, man. R.I.P. Boban in his Clipper days. But Corliss Williamson really is your least favorite player?
Corliss Williamson and Mike James, too, bro.
All right, so you just hate guys that came through Detroit.
And Steph Curry. I don't like Steph Curry.
All right, let's dig into that. Why Steph Curry?
Nah.
Most people out there don't even know who Mike James is.
That's true. That's true. I don't like Steph Curry because I know he's not short, but he seems frail, and I don't like frail point guards.
Okay, so how many point guards you know that weren't frail?
Chauncey.
Excluding
Andre
Chauncey.
Miller. Tim Hardaway was short, but he wasn't frail. He was like 6 even, give or take.
Give or take today.
Eric Snow, which was trash, but
so you
Smush
like
Parker
so
was trash. You're right. Smush Parker's on that list too. Yes, he's on that list.
Scott Pollard's
definitely on that list.
Who used to be a Piston, by the way.
He did.
He got drafted by the Pistons out of Carolina.
Dang, he did go to North Carolina.
He did.
Man, he was trash.
He was. He really was, though. But Scott Pollard. I haven't heard that name in forever, dog. All right, so moving on from least favorite player. What's your favorite sports movie? And we talked about this at the shop on Saturday as far as just like black sports films.
That's
but
true.
But just as far as just sports movies, which one is your favorite? I think I know the answer because you mentioned it on Saturday to me.
Yeah,
but is it the same?
Yes, He Got Game.
All right, that's fair.
He Got Game and Above the Rim.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Why He Got Game though? Compared to everything else that's out there.
I think Spike Lee, Denzel, I thought they had good chemistry on camera. I think that the backstory is dope how they were going to use Allen Iverson, but
then
obviously it didn't work.
He turned it down, and then Kobe turned it down.
Yeah, then it went.
It was like the class of '96 that they was going to go through.
Yeah. So I thought it was dope. I thought it was real dope for that. They definitely had like classic Spike Lee cast. So,
right.
I thought it was real dope for that reason.
All right. Random question. I know the answer to this, but I want my audience to know this one. Who is your favorite hockey team, dog? And I know the answer. I just want my audience to hear this.
No, I have 3 favorite hockey teams.
No, who's the number one?
The New Jersey Devils.
Of all teams, ladies and gentlemen, the New Jersey effing Devils. He don't even realize that they won a Stanley Cup until I told him.
Yeah,
but why? But tell the story why the Devils are your favorite team.
Because when I was a kid, I seen a really, really, really dope jersey. And
was it the red one or the green one?
It was a black one.
Okay,
it was a black one, and I'm like, oh well, this is my favorite team. And then I eventually moved to Detroit because I was born in West Virginia. I moved to Detroit when I was 6. Then I eventually moved to Detroit, and I was like, oh well, I'm a Red Wings fan. I didn't have a choice by default.
Yeah. So all right, and then who's your third one? Since you said you had 3.
Oh, the Kings for sure.
Shout out to LA.
Yeah.
Former employer. All right, last random one. So just to give y'all quick backstory, not even a whole backstory, but just additional knowledge. So G also does stuff in the music industry.
Right.
We won't get into details about that today. However, because you are a music, hip hop, just music head,
all right,
what is one of your favorite rap / hip hop albums?
Wow.
not ask you which was the greatest of all time. I'm saying which one is one of your favorites.
Oh, Diplomatic Immunity Volume 1, for sure. And Purple Haze is like a close second.
All right.
But Cam, is my favorite rapper. So.
Yes. We've had plenty of discussions about good old Cam.
Killer.
Shout out to Killer Cam. And he's back. And he's back with The Rock a little bit too.
Yeah, he is. He is. I
think that's good. That like they all starting to low key kind of come back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was time for it.
You think Dame ever coming back?
I do. Based on the conversations they've been having, him coming back and kind of like apologizing low key.
I think it was cool too that Jay-Z brought back Jaz-O.
I thought that was really dope and classy of him as well. I think that he, I think they definitely righted whatever wrongs they had. Yeah. Because Jaz-O really like helped him out when he first started. They had a little beef, but I'm pretty,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty dope today.
For sure. All right, so getting into some other sports, current events, news, topics, whatever the case may be. After my show last Wednesday, we were talking about trades, free agency going on, man, and then sure enough, who gets traded? Chris Paul and Russell Westbrook. Dollar bill, y'all. But by the way, one of my favorite instrumentals ever.
For sure.
Also one of my favorite songs too. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is for the children. We're gonna talk about kids a little bit later, but yeah, CP3 and Russ got swapped for each other, dog.
Yeah.
First of all, I think it's crazy that it happened, how it happened, when it happened.
Agreed.
Because OKC let Paul George just walk after he requested a trade, and they said, "Screw, we just gonna blow this whole thing up."
Yeah.
And they got rid of Russ. You would think that the Thunder were just gonna say, "We're gonna ride this Russ thing out until it can't run anymore," but clearly that day has come.
Yeah.
Even based on his production last season.
Yeah, for sure.
Funny stat, by the way. His free throw percentage has decreased substantially over the last 2 seasons. From 85% to now last year, I think 67 is the number I heard.
Yeah.
And in between, it dipped to the 70s.
I think that the reason last year was so bad, this is what people were saying, is because, he had the twins. And also, they had that new rule. You can't walk back from the free throw line anymore.
Yeah, because you have to they sped up the free throw time limit. It's all right, so that messed up his routine.
Yeah, same with LeBron, but
LeBron was never never good free throw.
Yeah, he was trash.
Ever.
Yeah,
even when he first got into the league to now, never been the greatest free throw shooter, which most people don't ride his case about.
Yeah,
fine, he's great at a bunch of other stuff, but he's pushing it.
Yeah, Kawhi got better, and he has huge hands, which, it makes it tough to shoot a free throw.
Yeah, See, I wish Keith was in this room again because we was talking about the size of hands and how that affects your shooting last week, but he didn't believe me.
Oh, it definitely matters. Look at Rondo.
Yeah.
Rondo's hands are the size of a catcher's mitt, but,
our guy Dustin was in. He in the chat room was talking about Kwame Brown was ass.
Kwame Brown is trash, bro. He played for the Pistons too. Both.
Dog, you know how many people have come through Detroit?
Yeah.
Detroit. And I talked about it last week on the show. I said Detroit, and specifically D-Rose, where careers unfortunately go to die.
Yeah.
And some of them never get started. Unless you are Grant Hill.
Yeah.
But his kind of died towards the end because of the ankle injury.
Yeah.
Not by his own fault.
Yeah, that was
he wasn't washed up or
staff.
anything.
Yeah.
And then you had we talked about AI.
Yeah. T-Mac.
Ben Wallace's career got started really in Detroit.
Chauncey's
elevated.
Yeah.
Because he was already, multiple teams by that time.
Yeah.
Coming from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Rips got off the ground.
Yeah.
Tayshaun was drafted by the Pistons.
Sheeds was kind of the same in a sense. He just wasn't a high flyer.
Yeah.
He became a better defender and a better shooter from the perimeter.
Yeah, and he also had to do less.
Yeah, he did. Because Ben Wallace getting the rebounds.
Yeah, he just she was a black Dirk.
That's actually a great
as an older version of Dirk, not being the number one option.
Yeah, that's true.
So if Dirk was with other shooters and you just say you 7 foot, go stand in the corner. Here, knock these down.
Would you say Dirk when he had Mike Finley and Steve Nash?
Dirk was still, I think, the number one option, even over Mike Finley.
Points wise, I'm pretty sure he was averaging more.
He probably was.
I'm saying Dirk probably averaged more than likely.
Yeah, more than likely, but yes. Okay, so as far as the trio, Nash, Finley, with Dirk, so the equivalent would be Chauncey, Rip, Sheed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
with not Sean Bradley, but Ben Wallace.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. That's real.
Remember when Sean Bradley got jumped over by T-Mac?
That was the greatest dunk I've seen ever. Until Vince jumped over homeboy.
Yeah.
Or
Vince was before.
But this was
because Vince
the
had
best.
hair.
That's true. That was when he was going through his struggles.
And T-Mac was in Orlando when that dunk happened.
Yeah. That was the best dunk I've ever seen in the NBA at that time. At that time.
All right. Because that was still like, that was around 03, 04.
Yeah.
After T-Mac, no, like 05.
Because he played for the Rockets, didn't he? Yeah, he was with the Rockets when he did that.
Yeah, he was definitely with the Rockets when he did that. And during like the Yao Ming time too.
You're right. You're right.
And they had switched from those red and blue jerseys to the red and white.
Red and whites, yeah.
But they are in now.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now, do you think, speaking of the Rockets and keeping on that topic, do you think the Russ and Harden at this stage in the game is going to work? Based on who they were when they were OKC. So, granted, to everybody out there that does not know, Russell Westbrook and James Harden did play together. They were part of the finals OKC Thunder team that lost to the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
But they weren't MVPs.
True.
Either.
True.
Harden and KD was on that team too.
Yeah. Harden was a sixth man.
Harden was a sixth man before he became the Beard.
Yeah.
And then right after that season, he actually got traded.
Yeah, right.
And Russ stayed, and KD obviously stayed until he bounced. Yeah. But now both of them, all three of those guys, by the way, have won MVP since that year.
True.
But now do you have a post-MVP Westbrook and a post-MVP Harden who are very ball-dominant guards. And both of them have horrible shooting percentages.
Yeah, absolutely.
And both of them don't play well off the ball. Westbrook more than Harden can do it because Westbrook obviously had to do it last year with Paul George. Right. But now you have, again, two very ball-dominant guards roughly around the same height.
True.
How does that work?
Oh, that's
and one of them don't play defense worth a damn.
Well, he led the league in steals last year, didn't he?
Who, Harden?
Wasn't steals he led?
He did something, but I'm not giving him that much credit for the steals.
Because he could have been Iverson playing the pass lane with steals.
Yes, and Iverson did the same thing.
Iverson was a terrible defender for real.
He didn't play it.
Yeah.
It's not that he couldn't, it's just he didn't
want
and
to.
He was smaller than everybody.
That's true.
Harden is bigger than a lot of guards.
Yeah.
If not the same size. I mean, at least for height-wise, he's taller than some guys, but then he's also, like, bigger.
He's stocky, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work because I don't think that I don't think it's going to work because I think the big man they have is legit in Capella. Mm-hmm. Didn't Nene come back?
Mm-mm. Oh, wait, yeah, he did.
Did Kenneth Faried come back? I think those are two big parts. I think it all depends on the big man because Gerald Green's going to do what he's going to do. PJ Tucker's coming off the bench now, but he's going to do what he's going to have to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have Austin Rivers. You have a lot of role players, but I don't think that it's really going to matter that much. I mean, because still you have the same exact team, just with a more ball-dominant point guard versus Chris Paul, who...
But he was a ball-dominant point guard, too.
He was, but he can get you the assist.
I shouldn't even say was, still is.
Yeah, he is. But he can get you the assist that you need, you know?
Yeah.
Versus Westbrook, he's a credit hog. I'm a huge Westbrook fan, by the way, but...
I love his game.
Hog. Yeah.
Does it work? No.
No. It's
as far as winning the championship.
Yeah. I don't think that that's going to work out in Houston at all.
I don't either, and... I mean, I would hope that both of them don't, butt heads at the end of this.
Yeah.
I would hope not, but they might just because, again, this is James Harden's team. This is James Harden's city.
Yeah.
Russ is getting brought into it.
Yeah.
Where he owned Oklahoma, especially after KD left.
Yeah. This isn't
so he's no longer the man.
Right. It's not like the LeBron and D-Wade situation.
Right.
Because they played two completely different styles. So it was able to work kind of like a Jordan Pippen type thing.
Yeah. After D-Wade was like, told LeBron, dog, you got to run this.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it might. Yeah,
yeah. I don't think it's. Honestly, I don't think it's going to work. I mean,
I don't either. I really don't.
Especially in the West.
No. Like the West right now is too crowded.
Yeah, way too crowded. I mean, you look.
But there's so many duos in across the entire NBA, but especially in the West.
Yeah.
Where this Western Conference right now reminds me of the year 2000 through 05.
Oh, that was an amazing 5 years in basketball for the West.
Yes. I mean, remember at one point, I forgot which All-Star game it was, but they had like the tallest All-Star lineup ever assembled. Where you had Shaq, KG, Tim Duncan at the 5, 4, and 3, technically. Yeah. And then they still trotted out there Kobe at the 2. And I think the shortest person that year might have been potentially Steve Francis.
Yeah, he was
one of those years.
He was 6'3", so that makes sense. And
barely
like, 6'3".
Like their point guard was short.
Yeah.
But like the first 4 was tall.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then the East had, whoever they had.
Like J Kidd and the gang.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But like, I mean, the West right now, I mean, let's just go through duos real quick.
Oh, for sure.
So we got the Lakers, AD, LeBron, Clippers, PG-13 and Kawhi. Houston still has a 2 after they got rid of one. They just substituted with Russ and Harden.
Yeah.
The Spurs have Aldridge and still Gasol. Or
DeRozan.
DeRozan and Aldridge. Okay, cool. So there's still 2.
Yeah.
Portland has McCollum and Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Heck, the Warriors still have
Clay and Steph.
Even though he's not there, D'Lo too.
Yes. Would you consider Draymond over D'Lo though? Just because he's been there?
I would just because we know what he's capable of. We still got to see what
So
D'Lo
either which way, I mean, Warriors still got 3 All-Stars.
Yeah.
4 now. 4. They still got 4.
4, yeah.
Damn. They still got 4. Sacramento has the Fox, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
And who's his running mate?
Buddy Hield.
All right. So there's 2.
Yeah.
Utah, Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and you want to throw Gobert in there, you can swap them off Mike Conley. So
Denver has Jokic. Yeah. And they have the Joker and they got
Murray. And then you still have those role players and like Millsap.
Yep.
Et cetera.
Minnesota, for what it's worth, still has Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns are Karl Anthony Towns pretty much. The cat and Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, because Andrew Wiggins to me is a bust.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Go down to New Orleans.
New Orleans has like everybody.
Yeah.
They have the entire Lakers young core, minus Kuzma and Zion. But I'm not putting Zion up there yet.
But you have Derek Favors still.
Still have Derek Favors.
You have JJ Redick out there.
Yep. You got, and then Memphis.
Oh, you're right. You have all young people there. You got Valanciunas there. You have
Morant, the number 2 pick.
You have Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yes, him. He the one.
Yeah, him and Morant are going to be crazy together.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
and they're going to grind it out in Memphis too.
Yeah,
and then Phoenix still has Devin Booker, who will put up 60 points a season at some point.
Who's his point? He has
He still got Josh Jackson.
He has Ricky Rubio.
I
think Josh Jackson got traded, didn't he?
Did he?
I think so.
Possibly. Look it up. But so we got that, and then that's the West. That's the West. Shoot. And then the East. I mean, the East is still growing.
Yeah. The East.
But mind you, we just talked about the Western Conference and all these guys who are still current All-Stars, been All-Stars, and up and coming All-Stars. Like, the West is dominant. If the West don't win the NBA championship next year, I'm gonna be mad. It's just because I live out here. Solely because I live out here. Shout out to Toronto though, because they needed one, just for their confidence. But got the J Dillon.
Plays for Memphis. Yeah, he got traded to Memphis.
Okay, got traded to Memphis.
That's gonna be tough.
All right, so the worst team in the West is still the Suns. Yes.
Yeah.
Suns is still the worst team in the West.
Oh, Dallas. We didn't even think about Dallas.
Oh, they got Doncic and Porzingis.
Yeah.
Godly.
Yeah, so.
And then OKC has Chris Paul and.
That's the worst team in the West right there.
Steven Adams.
Yeah, that's the worst team in the West. Unless it could make them look like Tyson Chandler when they were down in New Orleans. That's the worst team in the West.
That actually might happen though. If Chris Paul stays at least the entire season.
That's true because they got rid of Jeremy what's his name, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it might be.
Now, rumor has it that Chris Paul, per Woj, that Chris Paul is supposed to stay at least to the beginning of the season with OKC.
I read that.
Now, I don't know why they keep bringing up this narrative of, he played OKC for a year when the Hornets relocated because of Hurricane Katrina. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but, like, he was only there temporary anyway.
Yeah.
Like, don't bring this up. That's not relevant.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a cool little story, but, whatever.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Not the same at all. Mind you, they also have it as rookie year. So if anything, you want to bring something full circle, that means this the end.
Oh yeah, facts.
And his contract is horrible.
This is his Iverson run.
Oh,
yeah, it's over.
Oh man, did you give him the Iverson credit? Damn.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean. As far as going back, where it started.
I don't think he's ever gonna win the title. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's really sad though.
I don't think he'll ever make it to the finals. Well, obviously,
obviously he ain't going now unless somebody. The only way he gets to the finals is if the Clippers picked him back up.
Yeah, or if he went to the Lakers. That's it.
And he don't need to go to he don't need to go to either one.
Yeah.
There's no really room for him, at least in the West.
Yeah.
Rumor has it though, Miami still wants him, but Miami wants too much for him. Either way, if he gets to Miami, that'd be cool. Him and Jimmy Butler together on a team ran by Pat Riley. So those guys who work hard.
But do they have a big man there?
Well, they got rid. Well, Whiteside went to Portland.
Yeah.
So no,
they have Miles Leonard. So, Suns will never be a decent team until they move the organization. That's true.
Shout out to Keith talking about the Suns. Yeah, you're right. Hey, take them to Seattle.
Send them to Vegas. Yeah, one of the two.
No, don't put them in Vegas. Not yet. Put them. Give Seattle a team first.
Yeah, you got to give Seattle a team.
Give Seattle a team first, then we can talk about Vegas.
Or give both of those cities a team and move.
Who else you moving?
I'd move Minnesota to the east.
Really?
One of those, either them or Memphis. I'd move Minnesota or the Pelicans.
Pelicans before either one of those other two.
Yeah, because they seem more like an Eastern Conference team. Yeah, that'd be it.
Zion in Vegas though, that'd be lit.
That'd be awful.
I would buy a $59 Southwest plane ticket to go see that. And you know I will. I will go to these games. I will go.
Yeah,
for sure.
That'd be pretty lit. He'd go crazy. He'd lose his mind.
Yeah, that'd be funny though.
No, for sure.
Could you imagine being 21 years old, being able to legally drink and gamble, and be in Vegas as a millionaire?
He'd be high every day. He'd be high.
And he'll end up like, Sean Kemp potentially with all these kids.
Yeah, or Dwight Howard.
Or potentially Karl Malone, allegedly.
Yeah,
that thing that came through our thread today, that was something.
That was crazy. I didn't know about that. I definitely knew about, Cheryl Ford, his daughter.
Yeah,
I actually ran into her once at Oakland Mall back home in Detroit.
Shout out.
And it was actually after she won the championship.
Word.
And I started screaming, hey, Cheryl Ford, you want a ring before your dad? She was pissed.
Cause she didn't claim him.
No, not at all.
But remember, like, that championship year, he came to Detroit to watch her?
He did. And that's the moment that she actually started to open up a little.
Yeah.
But still, because remember, she had a twin brother that played for, was it Louisiana Tech? Is that where he went?
I think LSU.
He went to LSU?
I think so.
Or she went to Louisiana Tech. Whoever those sky blue jerseys on.
That's Louisiana Tech.
Oh, yeah, that's where his son went then.
Okay.
And that was kind of interesting.
Yeah. That one day we just going to talk about, like, athletes with a shit ton of kids. That needs to be ESPN 30 for 30. And don't call it broke. Just call it, I don't know, fatherhood. Yeah. I don't know.
Call it Life Happens. With the Kanye show.
Hey, y'all know it's a hot boy summer.
Hot boy summer for sure.
Everybody out there that understands that reference, you just understand that reference. For those that don't ask me because just don't. It's a hot boy summer.
Facts.
Especially for all the old heads.
Oh, yeah. It's that time.
Yeah. That was great. All right. So, biggest topic wanted to touch on today. So, Baxter Holmes of ESPN last week produced 2 articles back to back, one following the other, talking about the state of youth basketball. And when I say youth basketball, I mean obviously in a broad name we use AAU, which is now unanimous for like a bunch of smaller leagues. But AAU, if you've ever played amateur sports growing up, I did. Sure you did.
Yeah.
Michael, who's in here, he did. I mean, everybody at some point has gone through AAU, at least if you play basketball or any other Olympic sport,
right? Because
that's usually the feeder for the Olympics. But, I mean, since the days we played, like, what these kids go through now, which is the article highlights, is that the specialization of kids in sports.
Yeah.
In this case, he talks about basketball, but he makes other references to other sports as well, where parents say, hey, my kid can be good potentially in this one sport, and they start banging them into the sport from the time that they're 6 until potentially college, because that's the goal, right?
Right.
To get them the college scholarships so that mom and dad don't have to pay for the damn thing.
Right.
Or if you're even that much better, go to the pros. If you're lucky to become a millionaire, feed the family.
Right.
But I guess my issue, and not even issue, but where I agree with the articles that Baxter put out there, is that, dog, these kids are living lives of adults as children.
Yeah.
And they don't need to. Like, go play tag. Go ride a bike. Like, go swim. Go learn how to swim in, like, at the water park.
Right.
For those that live on the coast, go jump in the ocean. Just don't get bit by a shark. But or if you live off a lake, go jump in there.
Yeah.
Like, go live your life. Go play multiple sports. I remember playing street football.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, I mean, and we bumped our knees, got scrapes and bruises, all that, but we were fine.
Yeah,
we weren't
absolutely
worried about tearing our ACLs, which is what some of these kids are now at the ages of 8 are suffering from specialization.
Yeah.
I think that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you should be getting adult injuries as a less than 10-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't say that I knew anyone growing up who actually suffered something like that. I mean, yeah,
none of us did.
Yeah.
If anything, you broke a bone because you fell out the tree.
Exactly.
Or like somebody pushed you too hard.
Exactly.
Or you jumped down a flight of steps.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we would break our shit for stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Not because we was playing one sport so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, these kids don't have childhoods anymore. And by the time they get to college, they're burnt out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, again, they've been working so hard to obtain something that's not, I shouldn't say obtainable, but it's
the likelihood
is slim.
Yeah.
So then you have all this wear and tear on these kids' bodies. Few of them get to college. Few of them get to the pros. So all those kids that didn't go to college, their body's now sucking. They're 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to see a chiropractor by the time they're 21 because, hey, they have spinal issues.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Knee problems, yeah.
And knee problems.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is crazy.
I actually do have a cousin now I think about it. He lives in Nashville now. He grew up in Pontiac. And he was an amazing, like, his family has highlights of it. Like, when he was younger, he was amazing at football. Like, this kid was breaking records. But as he got older, his body started breaking down. Like, he played in the band at Pontiac Northern, actually.
Yeah.
And actually, you might know my cousin Mike. So
I think you mentioned him.
And he came to the shop a few times. Anyway, So Mike's body, as it went on, as time progressed, it just got worse and worse and worse to the point to where now, he has trouble walking at times. But it's all because of when he was a kid. You know, his parents pushed him so hard. And for him, it was more so competition to be like his older brothers.
Okay.
But, that was the thing. So seeing this, of course, it's way different now. Like, like you said, torn ACLs. And, you don't see
And
that.
then, like, even in the baseball, like, I've heard of kids at 14, 15 years old, like, taking a year off just to go get Tommy John surgery so they don't need it later. Literally. Like, I've heard it. Like, I have a coworker now, and he told me about some of his teammates that, like, took a year off, went to go get reconstructive surgery on something that didn't need reconstruction so that it could be preventable later. Those that wanted to play and only play pitcher. Crazy, right?
That's
like,
wild.
Like, hey, doc, I'm signing up to get my elbow redone even though it's just fine so I can pitch harder, longer. But then you forget, oh, well, yeah, you still might throw your shoulder out. And mind you, Tommy John's on your elbow.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a thing as far as, like, people actually doing that at such a young age.
Yeah, like, people are taking money, like, parents are taking loans out, all that stuff just to have their kids essentially become the $1 million, like, $6 million man.
And that possibly won't happen.
And it might not happen. Like, dog, let your kid live their life.
Yeah.
Like, there's a quote I heard Michael Jordan say, and he said, somebody asked him as a parent, like, what advice would you give to my kids? He's like, let them enjoy the games first.
Yeah.
Don't teach them shit until they're like 13.
Let
them develop the love for it, because if they love it, then they'll want to learn more.
Yeah.
And learn to actually be great at it. But until then, you're forcing them to do something they may not even want to do.
Yeah.
And every kid not athletic.
That's true.
So you're making them become athletic when they're not naturally God-given athletes.
Yeah. And you can tell at a young age if your kid's athletic or not. Let's
You
not
can.
pretend,
Yeah.
you know, like every kid's athletic. Just because they're young and youthful does not mean they're athletic.
Right. And how do you predict what sport they're going to be potentially good at? Because that's your love for that game?
Yeah.
Like, don't make your kid go be something that you thought you wanted to be.
Yeah.
And you now living vicariously through them, but you're pushing them to attain a dream that's not even theirs.
Yeah.
And we talking about resting kids. In the article, he talks about how a lot of former NBA players, not more so now, but a lot of former NBA players who would take the entire summer off as adults and then go get ready to be in shape before the season with like a month left.
Some Shaq stuff for sure.
Shaq, the championship Lakers did it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Michael did it.
Oh, yeah.
Michael definitely did it. He would go drink and smoke cigars.
Yeah.
He still does it.
Then I'm not gonna make that accusation.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say the Tim Grovers, the shots, but there's more to it. We'll talk
Yeah,
about that later.
Yeah. But like still though, I mean, even those guys who were paid millions of dollars still took time off to let their bodies heal, rest, recover. Meanwhile, fast forward some years, you see kids again playing AAU ball all summer long. Then playing high school ball, which, by the way, I think it's crazy how AAU ball has become more dominant than high school ball during the actual basketball season.
That's wild.
Like, once upon a time, you used to want to be the man on your high school team.
Yeah.
Now, you're trying to be the man on a regional super AAU team.
Yep.
Which has led to the super teams in the NBA because they all know each other.
Yep. You want to team up with them, yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, just in Detroit, we had how many AAU teams just trying to beat each other to win the city?
That's
we had
true.
a lot.
Yeah, there were.
You had the family. You had the Hurricanes. You had Reach, who I played for.
Yeah, Team Michigan.
Team Michigan, I remember them.
The Mustangs, which are kind of newer, but still.
Yeah. But we still had, okay, that's already 5 teams.
Right.
Plus others.
Yeah.
And then if you was good from them, you might get invited to one of the Michigan regional teams.
True.
Which the Hurricanes ended up becoming. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't even know if they exist anymore.
Don't quote me. I don't think they do, but like I said, don't quote me on that.
Yeah. I know Reach still is out there in existence. Who I used to play for, and the growth that they've had over the years is phenomenal. I still watch them from a distance. And again, now, like, you even got like LeBron's son who's on like 2 AAU teams.
Yeah.
He plays for one team in Ohio.
Yeah.
And he plays for the LA one.
LA team,
so you got Strive for Greatness, which is out here, and then you have the North Coast Blue Chips.
Because that's what he did. Remember when he played with Kendrick Perkins?
Yeah.
The Soldiers.
Yes. He played with the Soldiers in Oakland.
Yeah.
And then he actually played for the Hurricanes in Michigan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was on their team for like a year.
That's crazy.
Real talk.
I know OJ Mayo used to do that too, but OJ Mayo was like 40 years old. Yeah. Yeah.
He was though. Yeah, that did happen.
Every time you see him, like, okay, he's definitely
like
older
you
than
older
every
than
kid out
everybody.
there. Yeah. Calling out Jordan, like, you're the same age as Jordan.
So, yeah, no, I think all of that shit is just crazy.
No, I agree. You're definitely pushing your kids too hard. Like, so you got to let them enjoy life. You know, let them make their own decisions. I mean, to a certain extent, at least when it comes to like what they want to do when they grow up.
Yeah, like let them explore. Like, what if they want to be like Michael Phelps?
Yeah,
like, let them swim.
Exactly. Don't be Jake Shuttlesworth.
No. At least but Jake ended up becoming cool.
He after a murder. After a death.
I meant from the standpoint of, yes, he was a very supportive parent. Okay, wait. You want to talk about helicopter parents? How do you feel about LeVar Ball?
I support
in the modern age now, as far as what he's done with all 3 of his sons.
I support LeVar Ball because I feel that he didn't push his kids to basketball. I think because he even said he wanted them to be athletes, and he said when he picked his wife, or whatever. I think that's I think he knew what he's doing. I think so I think that him actually giving his kids all the tools that they actually need in order to become successful, I think he did a good job. He built a platform for him. He backed him up. I think that he did everything right until he started making it about himself. I think at some point he did kind of lose his way and start talking crazy and saying random reckless things.
Like how he could beat Jordan?
Yeah.
I mean, one-on-one.
Yeah, like he could probably beat Barkley now, but not Barkley in his prime,
Yeah.
Like I'm sure I could give Barkley buckets now, but not, Barkley in his prime for sure.
Yeah.
I probably couldn't even give Houston Barkley buckets for real, but
no, none of us
first night
could.
he had like 30 rebounds his first night in Houston. So,
Yeah.
but no, I think that he did a great job as far as like blowing everything up for his kids. But like I said, I do think that he went a little OD as time progressed.
Some other examples of parents who pushed their kids and their kids did become something. Serena and Venus' dad.
Absolutely.
That's another example. We got Earl Woods, Tiger's dad.
Right.
But mind you, I've only listed 3 parents.
Yeah.
I've only mentioned 3.
I would want to say, because I'm not 100% sure, well, 2 other. I don't know like the specifics on Grant Hill's dad, because remember he played for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted him to be
a well-rounded individual. Mind you, though, Grant's mother was like career politician.
Yeah, she was roommates with Hillary?
Yes.
Yeah.
In college. Okay, I can't even put Grant in there because he came from a very special circumstance situation, also being the son of a pro football player.
True. And that's what I was thinking, because even if you look at, I was going to say Mike Conley Sr., because remember he was a silver medalist in the Olympics in 88 or something like that?
Yeah. So I'm talking about these parents who say, you know what, my kid's going to play a sport, I'm going to build whatever gym, court, whatever it is I need to do, and we just going to practice this thing every day until you become great.
Yeah. I mean, I remember being in Detroit and seeing like a lot of parents do that. What about Tim Hardaway Jr.?
I can't count the kids that are born as sons or daughters of, just because if you're naturally exposed to it, then and you take advantage of what you're exposed to, all right, you're gonna turn out to be whatever it is you're gonna turn out to be. I don't even feel like Tim Hardaway Sr. forced his son to go be an NBA player.
Yeah. I don't think he did either.
If that's the case, you can look at Michael Jordan's kids. They tried, but they didn't become what they were.
Same with Patrick Ewing Jr.
It's a lot of juniors. But then you have Steph Curry, who ended up being better than his daddy.
Yeah.
And his brother, Seth, is now in the league.
Yeah, true.
So, you can't tell. Hell, jury's still low-key out on Bronny.
Yeah. Well, honestly, you could even say Zaire, honestly. Based on the highlights we've seen, Zaire is amazing.
Yes.
And even when he killed Tim Hardaway Jr., which is, pretty funny and coincidental at the moment, I think that we still have to see more.
Yeah, like a lot of them we still have to see more. Like, and that's just it with specifically the NBA. Like, these kids still have to develop so much of their games, so much of their bodies they still need to develop, which is supposed to naturally occur. But because we streamline the process, they get to the NBA and they're not ready anyway. So then some of them flame out.
Yeah, that's true.
And the ones that survive, I personally think, are the ones that come into the league and aren't forced to either be starters, or they come in, they start on a whack squad with no pressure, like Giannis.
Yeah, right.
Look at Giannis. He was not the number 1 pick. He came into the league with no pressure for a Milwaukee team that we knew wasn't going to be successful for a while. He developed his body. He developed his game. And he's still developing his game.
Yeah. That's
Look
true.
where he's at now. He's reigning MVP.
True.
Compare that to, I'll say this again, Anthony Davis. Shout out to him being with the Lakers. But he came in as the number 1 pick from a championship Kentucky team.
Right.
And I think he's personally maxed out now. He also had a lot of growing to do, both his game and physically.
Yeah.
Because he's changed a lot.
Absolutely.
And everybody's not a freak of nature like Zion and like LeBron.
True.
Everybody else still is normal.
Yeah.
And we have to treat people like they are normal.
Absolutely.
With a very special skill, a very special talent.
Yeah. I agree.
So let kids develop.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, other sports translate into each other. Developing your athleticism, developing your coordination, being able to develop other parts of your sensory system that can be translated into that sport that you end up specializing in, I would say on the back end, like high school, like your senior year.
Yeah, I agree. Kind of like a Randy Moss situation.
Yeah.
I'll even say OBJ, honestly. Granted, his parents were both athletes, except they still let him be a kid.
Yeah.
And he even said that, I train so they let me be a kid. Yeah. It shows, because he can play basketball really well. It's same with the quarterback for Kansas City.
Oh, Mahomes? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mahomes. Even the new quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, who got drafted by the Oakland A's. Kyler Murray, yes. Two-sport athlete in college.
Yeah.
Hell, you want to take it real old school? Jackie Robinson was too. He played 4 sports at UCLA.
Right.
Football, basketball, baseball, and track. He played sports year round. That used to be the thing to do.
Yeah.
Just stay consistent, stay doing something.
Stay active, yeah.
Like you get Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders.
Russell Wilson.
John
Elway, honestly.
Yes.
He played baseball.
Yes. And he almost went to play pro baseball.
Yeah, for the Yankees.
Right. Like there's so many other examples of guys who I think have well-balanced careers professionally, but they also had well-balanced youth growing up or well-balanced childhoods growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I damn near rest my case on that one. It's like the specialization will end up hurting you just because the human body is not meant to do certain things at a certain level at a certain stage in your life.
Yeah.
It's not meant to do that. You get it to that point, well, you in trouble.
Yeah.
You just in trouble.
Yeah.
So let the kids be kids, and everything else will follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything else on your mind, G, that you wanted to rap about before we get up out of here?
This is random, but what happened to Lance Stevenson? Is he?
He's
a
free agent.
He's done.
He's a free agent.
I hate to say it.
I don't know where he at.
I don't know either. He's in limbo. I thought he was going to come back here until, the Lakers picked up everyone they picked up. And I'm like, okay, now that J.R. Smith's available.
The Lakers better not go get J.R. Smith.
I just saw the commercial with him and Kuz. And I was thinking, looking for that Stevenson.
Yeah. I was looking at a ticket. I went to, I can't remember what game I went to with my girl, but.
Did they play Charlotte?
No, they didn't play Charlotte. They played Phoenix. They played Phoenix. So I'm walking by, and she still has, the ticket stub. It was, one of our first dates. And I look, and I'm like, Lance Stevenson picking up, where the hell is Lance at? That was, this morning. And I'm like,
I don't know. Where Lance at? Make him dance Lance.
Yeah, where's Lance? And I know you just said don't do this, but bring JR to L.A.
Why?
You already know it's one of my favorite players. When I go to Vegas,
because y'all have the same amount of tattoos.
They call me J.R. Smith, and
I bet they do. And I think he got
a midget version, of course.
He ain't even a midget.
No, I mean they call me a midget version of him.
I mean, okay, he got all of us by 5 inches.
Fair.
Like,
and he shows Detroit a lot of love. Don't send him to the Pistons.
I wonder why.
Yeah, true. He is a Detroit dude.
I wonder why. Okay. So when he was with Cleveland, for those of you guys that don't know, the Cleveland Cavaliers are owned by Dan Gilbert, who owns Quicken Loans, Rocket Mortgage, all that stuff. So native Flint, Detroit, or whatever.
Yeah.
So because the Cavaliers are only a 4-hour drive away from Detroit, an hour and a half flight from the city, at max hour and a half. If you on there more than 60 minutes, there's a problem with the pilot.
Yeah, for sure.
But even when they were doing their thing in Cleveland, I went to an event that Dan Gilbert hosted, and half the Cavaliers were there.
Oh yeah, every time.
They were always in town.
Yeah.
They were always low key there.
Yeah. They played
LeBron too.
LeBron too, yeah. They were playing that court, in Quicken Loans.
Yeah. They were always there.
You'll see them and Usher there every time.
Yeah. I don't know why Usher needs to come to Detroit.
But,
I know he's a
minority owner for the Cavs or something?
He is. But still, anyway. DP in the chat room was like, man, we should have kept Lance. I wouldn't say the Lakers should have kept him. He's fun to watch and he's entertaining. He's a good character.
Yeah.
But as far as producing the champion, nah, dog. It's cool. He filled the roster spot last year, and he did exactly that. Yeah. Because by the time everybody that we cared about got hurt, he was entertaining as hell. Yeah,
for sure. Send him to Milwaukee. They need somebody off the bench to score now that Brogdon's gone.
Well, tell Milwaukee to pick him up because last time I checked, Lance Stevenson's a free agent. So for any NBA team out there, we are campaigning to get Lance.
Yeah.
So that he can make the whole arena dance.
Make him dance Lance.
Make him dance Lance. Lance will make him dance. Shout out to the Dr. Dre. Yeah. Hey.
He's really dancing. See? There you go.
See? Oh, yeah. You know I got a cloud here.
Facts.
All right. Oh, wait. So, other random topic. This ain't even sports related. continue our conversation for the shop on Saturday. We gonna do this, then we gonna be out here. So I know we were talking about like top black films that needed to be seen. Otherwise, your black card is revoked. We came to the conclusion that there's more than 5 because there's too many.
Yeah.
But instead of doing 10, what is your personal 5 that somebody needs to watch?
That have never seen these movies. All right.
Yeah. Otherwise, your black card is revoked.
You got to go Friday.
Yeah. Shout out to Smokey. The principalities.
You got to go Friday. Got to go Coming to America.
Shout out to Akeem.
You got to go Juice.
All right, with Tupac. Why Juice?
Juice. It was like one of the first movies I seen that was like extremely, extremely hood. I mean, it wasn't even hood. It's just like badass kids just running around, you know.
All right.
Boys in the Hood. And this fifth one is tough.
Ooh.
Fifth one is tough. Soul Play. I'm just joking. No Soul. I was thinking Menace, bro. I was thinking Menace.
Wait a minute. He said Soul Play. Soul Play. DP in the chat gave us his 5. He said Love and Basketball Friday, Boys in the Hood, Minister Society, and Bebe's Kids.
I'm not mad at Bebe's Kids.
Dog, Bebe's Kids. Like, all right.
Harlem Nights. That's my fifth.
Ooh,
Harlem
all right.
Nights,
I can
that's
take
my
that.
fifth.
I can live with that. Because Harlem Nights is definitely my 5. But
Exactly.
Bebe's Kids, though. Wait, let's talk about Bebe's Kids. Like, have you walked up to somebody in the last 2 years and, like, talked about somebody's kids in front of somebody else and be like, there's a bunch of Bebe's Kids, and they didn't know what you was talking about? I've done that twice now. I'm like, what the hell you talk? Like, you don't know what a Bebe's Kids reference is? Like, ma'am, how do you not know?
It was on Netflix for like the past year or something.
Was it?
Yeah, it was on Netflix. For like a year or
I
something.
missed it. Hopefully they bring it back. They should. Unless it's still up, or did they take it down?
I don't know.
Because they be doing films dirty like that.
They do. Rest in peace, Robin Harris. Oh, and this is a random hood movie that I got to put at 6.
All right.
And considering that I was in Atlanta for a minute, I got to go Snow on the Bluff.
Ooh.
Just because it was so ignorant.
Yeah, that shit.
I can't even front. I never saw that one.
People got indicted because of that movie. Because they said a lot of those things were really occurring.
I know. I thought at one point they said it was real.
Yeah.
Really happening.
This is a real movie.
It was like it didn't. I'm like, I'm confused. What the fuck
The
happened?
cover-up came too late. You know, so, okay, you already put this out there. Won a few film festivals.
So why do people snitch on themselves through movies?
Ignorance.
Man, unfortunate. Ooh, all right.
So, yeah.
All right, that's
those
your
are my 5. Where are you going?
My 5, Harlem Nights, Friday. Friday Nights, Harlem. I'm throwing the sports movie out there. He Got Game is in my.
It's definitely in mine, except I didn't want to put it in there just because I said it was the top, sports.
All right, fair enough. So
That's 3.
Don't forget Roots.
No,
I can't watch Roots for more than 5 minutes.
dog, I cannot watch any depressing ass show movie that involves the dehumanization of black folks. Like, I can't even watch When They See Us. I
Yeah,
can't. I
watch it
refuse.
either.
That's just like bringing on trauma into my life right now that I'm not trying to have.
Yeah.
I understand and have it. It's historical, but I am not about to watch that and then have 5 glasses of Hennessy because I am just like, yo, I can't handle this.
True.
All right. Last two. Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
And then my fifth was gonna be random as hell, but it's a funny. Don't Be a Menace.
Low key, that is actually a great way to sum this all up. Don't Be a Menace is low key, man. Yeah. There's so many references on there that people actually
Don't
do
Be a Menace.
every day. So that was a good choice. That was a good 5. That was a good way to round it off.
Wait. Why Keith's stupid ass gonna say booty call? Dog, we're not about to watch that.
Shout out to Bugs, dog.
Shout out to Bums.
Hold on. All right. Oh. DP in the chat. He said, "Don't forget about the wood." You hate the wood, though.
I do, bro.
Now we are in LA. We ain't that far from the wood either.
Yeah, no,
But damn,
I know.
you hate that movie.
I just couldn't rock with it. It was just kind of, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was about the movie, except I just couldn't really
All right. Oh, really?
rock with it that much.
All right.
I think it was what's his name? What's bro's name in there?
Which one?
Omar Epps as an adult. Was he in that joint?
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Omar was in there.
Omar and Tate Diggs are the same actors. I'm not really a fan of those two guys.
Yeah, really? You think that? Oh, okay.
I mean, older Omar Epps, except for like In Too Deep. I thought that was dope.
All right. And then what's the bald headed dude? That was in the wood too.
I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you ask somebody who he is now, I bet you everybody say the old dude that cheated on Jill Scott.
See, and I've never seen any Tyler Perry movies. So.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Really?
Yeah, never seen any Tyler Perry movies.
Oh wow.
The disrespect. I'm from well, I can't even say I'm from Detroit because everybody in Detroit loves the wood, but I couldn't watch it, bro. Couldn't do it. I've watched it, but it was on like the CW or what? UPN.
UPN, baby.
Yeah, so
UPN Channel 50 for those that are listening from Detroit. Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, for sure.
Dog. Pistons used to come on that channel.
They did,
Low
bro.
key. And then they split up the games between UPN and Fox.
Yeah.
Before like cable really took over the entire.
Then
Yep. Yeah, they was like, we going to cable. Screw this free TV.
Oh, and House Party. We got to put House Party in there. The third one, Bernie. Rest in peace, Bernie.
Bernie's also on Friday.
Yeah. And rest in peace, Robin Harris, who was Bernie.
So then there's
Bernie.
Players Club in there too? Mind you, we getting
Honorable
10
mention.
again.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention?
Got to be honorable mention.
All right.
It's a great movie. Well,
Yeah.
good movie.
Lisa Ray.
Okay, that's in my top. Oh, Diamond. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, shout out to Diamond.
Yeah, got to put it back in there.
Yeah. Oh, last one. Okay, wait. What's the one about that stupid wedding? Best Man.
Isn't Tay Diggs in that movie?
Yes. He is the protagonist of the movie.
Yeah, see, I
/ antagonist. He kind of plays both.
might have to watch it again as an adult because everybody definitely loves Diamond, bro. But I might have to watch it again as an adult because when I was a kid, I watched it. Kind of like,
Everybody does love Diamond. She aged well too. Kind of.
that's true.
Well,
Facts.
she did, but then she got married to that like fake ass
Oh, yeah.
island prince dude, and that shit just went south.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, man. We get out of here. This is the first show with Producer G. We coming back next week live. We will also have a very special guest next week. Potentially add somebody new to the show too. We might make this a trio.
Dope.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh yeah, the rest, like the second half of the year, this podcast is about to get cracking. But on that note, remember, download us, Good News Radio app. We will be coming out with an updated app soon, which we will divide the regular news station side and the sports side. Spread the word. Listen to us. If you don't catch us live, catch us on the goodnewsradio.com or check us out on Spreaker.com and check out the archive. Either way, download the app. You just need to. That way you can jump on and chat with us. And always, as I end out every show, peace, love, happiness. We are out of here.